Ew. This is Kal Kat, the Kal Katster. I am on the set of one of the Starcracker sets. I think this was the dining room set thing. This is also from Trans and Trans 2. This is the set from the opening scene of the Trans series, where the Transformers series in 1986, where there was a scene where the Decepticons had met on the table. It's a different table back then, and they were going to go into the city, into Oakland, which is the backyard. Anyway, also this was the counseling office from the other one. This is the November Remember set. It's also the kitchen thing from the Deadly Hour 1 and 2, of which Deadly Hour 1 and 2 will never be released on the internet. Famous last words. No, we can't release that one. It's too weird. It would get us, there would be many questions asked if we put that up. So we're not putting that up. So that was not going to. Anyway, this is a review of Jackass 4.5. They always do a follow-up to their movie. They always make another hour and a half of footage they didn't use in the movie. They released the movie last February. Not this last February, but February of 2022. And now in March they've released, in March they released part 2 of 0.5 onto Netflix directly. I don't know if you can get the DVD of it. I imagine they'll release that eventually. But I was watching a bunch of the Steve-O productions, where Steve-O was going on and that stuff, and he interviewed Corey Feldman from the Lost Boys, and he was talking about this thing that he did, the video that he put up. We won't go into details, but he put up a video, which was allegedly hacked immediately upon being put up. I don't buy that. I don't buy that it got hacked. That would have been, the way he described it sounds like an inside job from the studio wanting to kill the movie before it came out. He could have just said that. He could have just said the studio, it would have made more sense. The people in charge of this video canceled it, from what I heard. That makes more sense. But no, he went into this elaborate thing. Oh, it was hacked, and mysteriously there was a pirate version of it the next minute, and even Steve-O, who's done everything, was like, okay, I don't buy that, dude. That can't have happened. I lost $80 million if you add up 20,000 and 200,000. Even Steve-O and his producer were like, no, dude, that's only $4 million. That's not 80 million. That's only $4 million. $20 times 200,000 would be $4 million. That's not 8 million. Yeah, it is interesting. The Playboy Mansion is gone now, and that Corey Feldman didn't want to mention who owns it now. I'm going to mention who owns it now. The leader of the Twinkies Corporation. Hi, kitty. Hi, Purr Beast. Hello, Purr Beast. Hello, Purr Beast. Purr Beast. Purr Beast. There's Purr Beast's butt. It's very appropriate for a review of Jackass. He's biting around. He's a feisty little ticket now. Crikey. My goodness. Here. Come on. Down. Stole my chair. Come on, down. Okay, Jackass. Back to that. Yeah, there was no pirate video thing of a video. Well, partly it doesn't make that pirate video thing make sense. I'm on a tangent about that, because, I know about that stuff. It doesn't make sense is that, why would they want it? Is it that the people that he was going to do in the expose stopped it? And then it was sort of like a conspiracy? Because otherwise that doesn't make sense. It had to have been the studio. The studio, whoever's streaming the video, canceled it. That makes more sense than somebody hacked it and then immediately pirated it and made more money on it. It's like, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. Dude, just admit that you didn't know what happened to the stream and it stopped. It makes more sense. It's like, okay, the stream stopped. Yeah, you did a live stream and you didn't know what you were doing. That's why it stopped 15 minutes anyway. That's fine, Things happen. Anyway, so here we have, dude. I've been to Santa Cruz. Long time ago. Santa Cruz quite a lot of time with the church group years ago. And I've been to those spots from the Last Boys. The Jim Ticon before the church group. And I remember one time Jim Ticon, Jim Buffkin, and I were in the Lost Boys territory. We went to where they did the tree scene, the dock scene, and the shack. They were all kind of in the same general vicinity. So they were all still there in 1999. I don't know if they are now. And he was saying, dude, Santa Cruz is so weird that this one time, and I didn't believe him at first. He's like, this one time, like I saw this hippie dude, these hippies, and the cop like pulled him over, and he didn't arrest him. He wanted a hit of their joint. And I was all, come on, dude, that's not gonna happen. Come on. Biker chicks and stuff, but no, that doesn't make sense. And then it happened in front of us. There was like some hippie dude out there. He started blazing up, and he was like, this before it was like, we weren't doing anything. We were just observing. And he goes, the motorcycle cop walks up, and he's like, hey man, can I have some of that? I was like, holy shit. Maybe it's the same guy. Oh shit. But yes, Jackass. I ran right toward Jackass. Alright, so Jackass 4.5, all the scenes they didn't use in the movie. You see some of them in the trailer, and including the baseball wind-up pitch chick, which was in the trailer. Yeah, they got like half of the cast is new people. Poopies and the girl and the guy and the hood guy and the hood guy's son and the other dude and the hood guy. His name is Shark? I think his name is Shark. Shark. Something like that, yeah. Dark Shark or something? Dark Shark. They're probably wrong, but it's probably. And, yeah. There was a bunch of sketches, mainly of them hurting their balls and nuts and testes and stuff. There was a sashimi scene where the Preston Lacey, it wasn't Preston Lacey, but it was the guy who was trying to be like Preston Lacey, and he's got like they put like sushimi on it, and they were on the Paramount back lot, and they stuck like fish inside the folds of his fat, which is really gross, in his butt crack, and then wrapped him in cellophane wrap, and then had him run around until it warmed up, and then they took turns picking it off of him, and then barfing because that's really gross. It was really hot out. The rockets, there was a rocket scene. I'm kind of going out of order. There was one where they use these rocket packs to fly up. It's kind of like a Kal Kat kind of thing. What was the other Kal Kat one? There was another one that they... Maybe the ball stretchy one. No, that one wasn't it. No, it was the bowling ball one. I always thought it would be funny if they had like... if they had one of them like go into a bowling alley and stand there spread-eagled and have them take one for the team right in the balls with a bowling ball. And they went even worse than that. They were like, yeah, we're gonna you know what we're gonna do? For Danger Aaron in the whole bowling alley and get a world-class like bowling lady and have her. that is worse. Oh my god, ew! They almost killed the guy. Also, there was an alternate scene to the Silence of the Lambs in the Dark with the snake thing. There was an alternative scene of that in which they took furniture and stuff, and you could see him in the dark, like whacking the guy with furniture. It's messed up. There were also in Jackass 4.5, all of the scenes of Irvin Zisman are in 4.5, but not in the original movie because they kind of didn't work. So there was one where he's told not to smoke, and the granddaughter's out there, played by the actress. And there was he's up on top of the bus stop thing, and he like falls off and catches fire, and it's obviously staged. But and then there's the nut drop scene in which they tied bricks to their dicks. Don't do this, and stood up on the platform, and this one guy almost like tore off his nuts. It's like not good. Don't do. Yeah. They painted the fat guy to look like a baseball. Wasn't Preston Lacey, was the other guy. And they then shot him out of like a hydraulic air cannon thing, like a ball pit launcher thing, but it was like for a human-sized one, and had him kind of do a man bowling into baseball. He was the baseball into the other people at the team. Shit. Oh man. Some genuinely funny scenes in there. They explained how they did the attack monster Godzilla kaiju opening, and then decided to make it the opening. That was a better opening than the other one. The other one was going to be something else. That's a better opening. Yeah, use the kaiju thing. That's hilarious. Oh my god. Yeah, so I'm not saying that. Of course, I was not there. Well, what's going on is these are ideas that I would have thought of if I was going to do it. Yeah, that's what. So, and I wasn't there. Yeah, not like the imaginary hackers or Corey there, who wasn't there. But they did have Brad Pitt at one point. It was funny. They did a scene with him. He shows up. It's like, oh yeah, he plays the. There was one of the Zisman sketches. He plays the grandson guy, and he's got like a COVID mask thing on. Plays the grandson, and they go into like a old man like a bathhouse, and pretend to set off a fire alarm. So all the naked men got to run out. And Party Boy shows up, and he's like, why all these naked men want to party? He's like, well, clearly they were all in on it, so they didn't really, because otherwise the fire department would have been really mad. But yeah, they blew up several porta potties, including one where they blew it up and they weren't supposed to, and the wrong guy was in it. Oh shit. Ew, and then there's one of the most messed up gags, and it was I think it was Wee Man took an entire gallon of horse cum, spurted out of the ceiling. There was this gnarly one with like this, it had like a hawk or an eagle that swoops down and eats fish-eating raptor, and they stuck the bits of fish in Steve-O's butt. And the hawk would swoop down and fly off. It was like, oh, and it almost took off one of his nuts. And that is Steve-O, so, There's a lot of nut shots. The squeezed nut scene was extended in this version, and they showed a different version where it was Nuts Pong, which is similar to a Kal Kat sketch. So, and they had them playing ping pong with their little hand things, but what the nuts were to pull the table, strapped to the table, their balls or dicks. Yeah, it was a funny scene where the girl one comments, the first day of shooting, I realized. That all the cast was going to go and show their balls and their buttholes. And then I realized, oh yeah, it's like home or something. What the hell? And then there's like, ooh. So yeah, and it was on Netflix, which is funny because it's definitely R-rated. But yes, there was a butthole scene where they mentioned. Curiously, they say it as the Wee Man's chronic taco sauce, But it's supposed to be Steve-O's taco sauce, isn't it? It's his hot sauce for your butthole hot sauce. But no, they said chronic taco sauce. So apparently, in that hour, that years since that they've made a version of it for Wee Man. So it's Wee Man's version of it, and put it in there for your butthole. And chronic taco. I would imagine that chronic taco is just a name, and they don't serve pot tacos there. I would think that hi Kitty, that taco chronic wouldn't really work. Literally, I don't think that's because pot tacos wouldn't taste good. And it's like, so it's just a name. Yeah, like this are like taquitos, and you can roll them into a joint and take the, oh shit. Anyway, so it was during the COVID times. So at one point they have a COVID station. They're doing the testing and everything. They stick the hydraulic stuff behind it. And they get like a one of those kiddie bouncy ball tents, and they blow this tent up underneath their tent. And it goes, and it knocks all the COVID nurses They had to reference that scene in that other movie. Anyway, so there's lots of fun in that Jackass thing. So go check it out on Netflix. Jackass 4.5. That's it, pretty much. I don't want to give it all away. It's fun.